daily decisions really affect our day-to-day life. Sometimes it becomes so natural that we don't even think about it. It can be as simple as making your bed in the morning or not. And without even knowing, these decisions, they change our mindset and even the way we think without even us knowing. And then it slowly turns out that the thing that we were once controlling is now controlling us. But what if there was hope? What if we can change something? We replace the thing that consumes us with something that benefits us. What if we were to change something so small, like our phones, to the Word of God? How much more would we learn? How much more would we be edified? Learn how to love. We'll learn how to love ourselves. We'll learn how to treat others. We'll learn how to love our boyfriends and girlfriends. We'll learn how to love our husbands and wives. And this is not just any wisdom or knowledge. This is coming from the one who created the heavens and the earth. And with that being said, let's get straight into the video. I look-y kind of find it somewhat sad how much I see like younger people and even adults so consumed to their phones, or just in general something like money. It could be even drugs, it can be a relationship, a friendship, and we don't understand, or we sometimes don't realize that the thing that we are so attached to is the thing that's actually hurting you, in the sense that it's an unhealthy attachment that you have to that thing. And there's a lot of people that are like, they chase money, they chase females, they chase people, they chase relationships, they chase friendships, when in general we should just be chasing Jesus. If we chased social media fame, if we chased money as much as we chased Jesus, how would our relationship with God be? And the intro to this video kind of showed how a daily decision that we make, or a simple decision that we make, can literally change our spiritual life. From you picking up the Bible instead of your phone, you can literally change your life with that. If you were to switch your screen time with Bible time, or if you were to switch out your phone with the Bible, and you use the Bible as much as you use your phone for one day, you would see how much knowledge, how much wisdom, how many things you would actually learn in your daily life. And the Bible is alive, it pierces through us. And when it pierces through us, it's gonna hurt, but that causes something to change. You on social media, you on IG Reels, you on TikTok, you on Snapchat, how does that really benefit you? I understand there's Christian TikTok, there's Christian IG Reels, but that's people speaking to you. But we have to feed ourselves with the Bible. What are we doing for ourselves? How can we do it ourselves as well? And as I'm saying this, I'm not saying this as, oh, it's only you guys. I'm the first one that has to apply this, because if I speak it, I have to be also applying it. I cannot be speaking about something that I myself am not doing. It's very important to really balance your social media. And if you have to fast, if you know you're addicted, this is how you know you're addicted, okay? If you can't go a week without it, like if you can't go a week without social media, you're addicted to it. If you can't go a week without your phone, you're addicted to it. I understand there's needs on your phone, like to call, which is necessary, and I understand that. But I'm just putting it into a perspective to help you understand if you are actually addicted to it. And since we are created by God, we all have a natural form of worship, whether that be to God or whether that be to something else. And we all worship something. Anything that takes the place of God in your heart, it says in the word, is an idol. You can even idolize people. You can idolize celebrities. You can idolize a sport. You can idolize, like I've been saying, social media, your phone. You can idolize YouTubers. Like you just have to understand and know and try to come to a conclusion on what you idolize. And I feel like as I'm saying this, many of you guys are probably even thinking about something that you have been doing so much, to a point where it takes the place of God. There's people that would kill for money. There's people that would kill family for money. There's people that would get rid of a friend for a girl. Like, you have to really understand, like, unhealthiness. I don't know if that's a word, but you have to understand the unhealthiness of putting so much time and putting so much energy into something other than God, whether it's good or bad. So as this video goes on, I just want you to evaluate yourself and ask yourself, what is taking the place of God in my heart? Or is something taking the place of God in my heart? And it's usually the thing you give the most time to, the thing you love so much, the thing you put in the most effort, or it can even be a job, like something as simple as that. It's really important to understand it, and then once you know what it is, ask God to help you in that certain situation or that certain thing. Ask God to help change your desires and change your mindset on a lot of things. And focus on the things that are eternal. Focus on strengthening your connection with God. Focus on staying consistent in reading your word and applying it to your life, retaining knowledge and gaining wisdom from it. I'm guilty of it, but we focus so much on the future. We stress about the future. We stress about, oh, what am I going to do in 5 years? How am I going to be in 5 years? Just focus on the present. Do everything you can, physically, spiritually, now. Or on the spiritual side, of course. But try to do everything God has called you to do. Waste so much time. And we even tell God, tell ourselves, we say, I don't really have time for God. How about those 2 to 3 hours you had on your phone? We really have to change our priorities if that's the case. Because you can worship God before you go to work, in the car. You can pray to God walking somewhere. It's not something that you always have to, like prayer. You don't always have to be on your knees and crying. It's just you talking to God. So if you're walking to work, talk to God while you're walking to work. If you're on break, talk to God while you're on break. Maybe even put a worship song on and put headphones on or something. We really like to complicate a relationship with God when in reality it's honestly simple. It's just the obedience that, obviously, because we are imperfect, the obedience aspect of it is kind of hard, because we as humans naturally, we want to do, our flesh naturally wants to sin, wants to do things of this world. Then we have a spirit that is always willing. But once you are connected and you're consistently feeding yourself with goodness, I'm not going to say that once you do this and you start doing it, it's not going to feel good.
Know your phone, know your TV or your laptop. It's not tweaking. I'm just here to announce that in this clip, my mom comes in, and this just shows how hard sometimes YouTube can be. And it's not all sunshine and flowers, but I kept it in for a little bit of humor, and I apologize. And yeah, enjoy this.
That I don't want you guys to get mixed up. Sorry, y'all, a little change of scenery. I don't know if I'm gonna keep the ending of the last clip when my mom came in. I don't know if I will, but oh yeah, a lot of us think that like Christianity is all sunshines and flowers, like when you first start, like when you accept Christ. But it actually makes you feel worse about yourself. Now, let me explain. The reason why is because you now realize that what you used to do is now sinful, or what you did on a regular basis wasn't like correct in God's eyes. So now you kind of feel guilty about what you've done before. But that's just the process of understanding yourself and understanding that the things you've done weren't good. So yeah, it's a whole thing. I can explain on another video if y'all want, but that is a whole nother topic. But anyways, really understand what you idolize, or if you are idolizing something. And like I said, daily decisions really help. It really help your spiritual life. Little decisions like deciding to wake up and read the word, or read the daily Bible verse instead of looking at TikTok straight off the bat, or social media. Like things like that can change your spiritual life. And that's something that I'm starting to learn very well, that our decisions are very important. And even if they're big or little, they still impact your life. You start to make those decisions more biblical based, or you know what the right thing is, I feel like you start to change slowly. Thing that you're attached to that is unhealthy, or the idolization that you have of something, it slowly becomes easier to get rid of it, because you're filling yourself with the word of God and what God tells you. So, and at the end of the day, God sees the sacrifice that we try, or the effort that we give to glorify God, and how we live, and how we try to separate ourselves from sin and other things that take up our time. God looks at that and he blesses us for it. So it takes effort. It's not gonna be easy, because an idol is something that you're attached to, like I've said. So it's definitely not easy, but it's definitely worth it. It's better to struggle here on earth but end up going to heaven, than to live life doing whatever the heck you want and end up in hell for eternity. And our purpose here is to get to heaven. So all the materialistic things that the world has made, or it's low-key a distraction. Well, it is a distraction, with there being so much technology, with there being so many things that are being made new every single day. But we have to understand that the materialistic things don't matter. Like, I understand it's very important to have money, it's very important to have clothes, a roof over your head, and things like that. It's important, and you go do that. You go pay your bills, you do all these things. But at the end of the day, it really matters what's on the inside and what your spiritual life is. So I'd rather be homeless and go to heaven and know God and love God than have $1 million, have a mansion, be a billionaire. Like, I'm not here for the materialistic things. Like, the materialistic things are nice. Like, don't get me wrong. I have sneakers and I have clothes, I have outfits that I wear, but those things don't matter at the end of the day, because when we go to heaven, none of this stuff is going with us. The only thing that goes with you is your soul. So that's why it's important to focus on the spiritual. And God is not looking at appearance. God's not looking at how much clothes you have, how much money you have, because money, materialistic things don't matter to God. What matters to God is your spiritual. But this video is low-key cut short. I low-key lost my train of thought a little bit. But I just hope you guys learned something. I'm sorry if I'm all over the place repeating the same things, but thank you guys for watching, and I pray that you guys understand what's really taking a toll, or what's really taking control of your life. And once you realize it, take action. It's not going to be easy, but the effort that you give in, God will help you in that effort. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and God bless you guys. Peace out, y'all.